I've been a rock, I've been a plant, I've been a dog, I've been a cat. I was last a butterfly who tried to fly 100 tries, but I needed more time in the cocoon, so I wrapped up and let the winds carry me. Inside, I started looking at myself and applying aid and rearranged my DNA and healed deeper, so when the time for freedom came, I would be the change. Does a protean have a true form? After some years, at last, the winds died down. As I swept aside the protective layers in front of me, I noticed a dead body next to me. A corpse to provide fertile soil for flowers to grow atop. I expanded my wings and rocketed into flight. And amidst a mid-suspension bliss, I realized this. The winds had taken me right back to my place of origin, but high in the sky, I was granted newfound perspective. I realized that I myself had changed, and therefore, the world had changed. I embarked on a difficult and toilsome quest, activating and pursuing completion of a psychological rebirthing process, with all the Jenga pieces that formed my thought construct scattered across the unswept floor of my mind, waiting to be restacked on a foundation of more fortitude, as opposed to rotted wood and broken glass. This experiment aims to reformat your internal hard drive by initializing a disk defragmentation, resetting your OS, and developing yourself again from basic fundamentals. And just when my focus began to solidify, I remembered that the mind is an ocean. Brains change shape over time. I don't play safe, I escape space when it take place in my mind. I can change shape on a dime. I don't do fake grace, I'm asked to vacate to a great place so divine. I've felt this alive since birth, documenting my first words. I hope you don't mind this earth. Yeah, buddy, guy for sure. Yeah, buddy, lost my way, I need a rebirth. I'ma scream so loud, you feel my reverb. I'ma chase my dream, don't care my feet hurt. If I'm gonna be a tree, I'm going to need dirt. Heartbeat bumping on the speakers. The best way to think about being a dreamer. The best way to learn about being a teacher. Best way to scare about being a preacher. I don't want no shoes, no pants, no t-shirt, but it's in my genes to be a leader. Did I just meet God or leave the rebirth? That which is born don't need to see first. My mind was scarred by Jeepers Creepers. Besides on me, so I don't need thirst. Can't fix my hunger, what could be worse? Can't fix my hunger, what could be? For a long time, I have likened humans to plants. We need sunlight and water to live and grow. And just like plants can be pruned, so too can our synapse be. The sun is a perpetual energy source, and part of me thinks that we humans can become that ourselves. But once we do, we must still be mindful of where we put our energy toward. We have the ability to evaluate our actions, behaviors, and patterns. We have evolved to wield scissors. But as Confucius says in the Book of Rites, 舍己而上. Art is in everything. Art is to impress by means of presentation or the impression left by an experience. Art is a byproduct of our existence. Just by being alive, you experience and create art. Therefore, everyone is an artist to some degree. I'm not entirely sure if art is a uniquely human experience, but as long as there is an active human sense, there will be art. At times I feel like Zhuangzi, the ancient philosopher who couldn't tell if he was a butterfly dreaming he was a human, or a human dreaming he was a butterfly. My dreams can cultivate entire worlds. How much of this is healthy? I genuinely feel like I can practice things in my dream state that translate to, for a lack of better words, my awake state. I believe that if I get better at flying in my dreams, that I am actually gaining familiarity and experience in how to fly. I heard there currently exists an AI dream scanner. If you could stream my dreams, they would be movies. By Jeepers Creepers, besides on me, so I don't need thirst. Can't fix my hunger, what could be worse? Can't fix my hunger, what could be worse? Our brains change shape over time. I don't play safe, I escape space when it take place in my mind. I can change shape on a dime. I don't do fake grace, shine my eyes to vacate to a great place so divine. Felt this alive since birth, documenting my first words. Do you mind to reside in this earth? Yeah, buddy guy for sure. Yeah, buddy guy, rebirth the EP. Oh, how we love trilogies, beginning, middle, and synergy. Laugh a comedy, a come in threes. Company can be a crowd, but it come in peace. Be at ease, prepare for your exposition. Be exposed by definition. We were all born with a mission, but when life be a bitch, you be extra vicious. This is a call to adventure. I'ma rock it out till I'm bald with dentures. I'ma be a man with solid intentions. I'ma say the clock was a solid invention. For now I'm bound by the fourth dimension. We got strong Wi-Fi, still poor connection. They want me to sell my soul as a foreign investment, but I'm not into it like a forced direction. Out the womb with a solid focus, but it undermines that the mind is an ocean. I was on a wave when I wrote this, sympathetic vibe to the motion. Loving energy is the potion. Fucking with my G is a no-no. I'm a fucking G and you know this. Ooh, responsibility is my onus. Weed is a bonus. We were meant to be in the moment. Rapid personality transformations do not occur very often to those content with life, but instead occur to those who have reached the darkest pits of despair. Acute suffering, a prolonged state of depression, a pernicious addiction, or utter disillusionment with life itself are the fertile soil from which the psychological rebirth is manifested. William James. In some ways, I needed to relive my early days in order to remember who my inner child is so I can protect him and have a healthy relationship with him moving forward. After some nurturing, then, together, we can be whole. That's how true partners operate. I began this trial to discover my genius, to grow with it, and build with it. I think we all have a genius inside, but it can be hard to believe in something you've never seen before. However, I think the connection to its original Latin definition is super interesting and, of course, no coincidence. The Latin origin of this word being the attendant spirit present from one's birth. The self.